Good morning, everybody. I am Miss Hind from Behtiem Secondary School for Girls. We are going to discuss Unit 3. Firstly, I will prepare a video for you in order to recognize the topic that we are going to talk about.
Presented here. Let's look at how powerful your mind is. Let's compare your mind to the most sophisticated man-made device ever created, the computer. The average computer can hold about 250,000 pictures, 20,000 songs, and hundreds of full-length videos. Nowadays on something the size of my finger. Crazy. But let's compare it to your mind. Your mind can perform an estimated 10 quadrillion operations per second without you even knowing it. Wild. Ask yourself right now, what's making your blood flow throughout your veins with the...
What do you think you are going to talk about? Power of the mind. We are going to talk about the power of the mind.
Perfect amount of pressure to keep you alive.
We are going to talk about the power of our minds. How can we remember and how can we recognize pictures or save names of the students? So the title of our unit is The Power of the Mind. Sure. Okay, we will have a conversation between Ali and Ibrahim. The two teachers are talking about the power of the mind and the power of remembering, how they can remember the names of the students in the class. So Ali said to Ibrahim, "What's your memory like? What's your memory like? What's the meaning of memory?" Okay. بيسألوا.
To recognize things.
Ibrahim said, "I have got a very good memory for some things. For example, I am good at remembering names. This is very useful for me because I am a teacher and I often need to remember students' names. So if I had 40 students in a new class tomorrow, I'd know all their names by the end of my second lesson with them." إبراهيم بيقول له ايه القدرة بتاعت عقله على التذكر. بيقول له لو أنا عندي فصل مكون من 40 طالب، أنا هيبقى عندي القدرة بنهاية الحصة إن أنا أحفظ أسمائهم كلها وأقولها لهم مرة تانية. بقى عندنا هنا خدنا الكلمة بتاعت memory يعني ايه؟ ذاكرة. هنا very good memory for something. good and for. بستخدم good اللي هي جيد مع حرف الجر for. good for something and good at بمعنى جيد فيه. useful for بمعنى مفيد لكذا، بيجي معاه حرف الجر for. useful for. تمام. علي قال له you are very clever, how do you do that? انت ماهر قوي في الموضوع ده، ازاي بتعمل كده؟ فقال له إبراهيم it's quite easy. I ask each student to say their names while I look at them. أنا بطلب من كل طالب إن هو أول ما أبص له يقول لي الاسم بتاعه. I repeat the names, then I close my eyes and say the names 3 times to myself. بعد كده بقفل عيني وبقول اسم الطالب اللي قدامي 3 مرات. After this I go around the class and say all the names aloud. بعد كده I go round the class. What's the meaning of go round?
Move around the class in order to recognize the names of students and recognize the names, the places, and the photographic memory. He is speaking about the photographic memory of the teacher.
Yes, exactly. And I say the names 3 times to myself. After this, بعد كده I go round the class and say all the names aloud. What's the meaning of aloud?
It's a loud voice. Loudly.
The students are very surprised if I get their names right. What about you, علي? بيقولوا ان الطلبة بيبقوا متفاجئين جدا ازاي انا بقدر اتذكر ال 40 اسم بتاعهم مرة واحدة.
Please, miss.
Yes.
Concerning this conversation is about two persons are talking with each other about the ability of the teacher how to remember the names of the students. The teacher tells the students that, or the teacher tells the other person that in order to make the students feel comfortable inside the classroom, number one, the teacher must give the students the impression that he gives them all the concern, all the importance. For example, you feel shy and ashamed of yourself if you meet some person and asks you about your name. Oh, where did I meet you before? This is an awkward or a critical situation. So, for the teacher, in order to make his teaching easy, he must remember, he must recognize the names of the students, their places, their favorites, their likes and their dislikes. And this facilitates the job of the teacher, the duty of the teacher, the responsibility of the teacher inside the classroom.
Yes, exactly.
You are an excellent teacher, but I think it is a bit better if you use the English all the time, because your students will be able to move up with you,
Yes,
to understand you and to grasp you, especially even if they are young students. If you want to train your students to something, I think it's better to train them from the very beginning. I think this is in the secondary stage.
yes.
This is the first secondary stage.
First secondary stage.
First secondary
Yes.
stage. First secondary stage students, I know you are an excellent teacher and I remember you. You were in Asia Secondary School for Girls. Yes?
Yes, exactly.
I recognize you from the moment I entered this classroom.
Thank you.
I think it will be better for the teachers of the language themselves to train the students to use the language they want to get acquainted with from the very beginning. Not to make things easy for them from the very beginning, and later on they will discover that there are so many difficulties. No, we will start by transparency. We will make them understand everything we want the way we like them to understand, the correct way we want them to understand, the right way we want them to understand. Not the way they like to understand. The way things must be understood.
Yes, I worked like that in the class, but here in order to make them in.
I know, I'm just advising you because you are my friend, my colleague, and previously my student.
Yes, thank you. إبراهيم, that must be very useful. How do you do that? بقول له إن ده حاجة يعني كويسة جدا، إزاي أنت بتعملها؟ علي, I don't know, I have always found it very easy. بتقول حاجة؟ أنت من هنا صح؟ Sorry. علي, well, I have photographic memory. علي have photographic memory. What's the meaning of photographic?
It connects the names and the picture or the appearance of the person.
Yes.
Connect a place with a place.
For numbers, have photographic memory for numbers. So he see the number and have a photographic memory. He save the number at the moment that he see it. When he see the number, he save it. I could repeat them. So if I looked at a list of people's telephone numbers, I could repeat them to you a few minutes later. If I see a list of numbers, if you give me a list of numbers and I see them for one time, I can repeat it to you after few minutes. Ibrahim, that must be very useful. How do you do that? That's very useful. How can you do that? Ali, I don't know. I have always found it very easy. I have no idea, just I found it easy. Ibrahim, can I test you? Can I test you? What's the meaning of can I test you? Check. Yes. Ali, all right. If you show me a list of 10 names and phone numbers, I will look at them and immediately say them back to you. If you now give me a list of numbers and names, I will just see them, and I already have photographic memory, so I can tell you the names and the telephone numbers after a few minutes. Ibrahim, okay, let's begin. Ali, thanks. Now hide the numbers and read out the names on the list. He thanked him and asked him to hide the numbers, and then starting to say the name and the number. Ibrahim began to say the name and the number. So for example, okay, Azza's number is Azza's number is 0856. He remembered the number of Azza and remembered the list and the rest of numbers. Ibrahim and finally Nadia. Finally, the number of Nadia. Ali, I know that number 2, her number is 075 and etc. He remembered all the lists that he saw. Am I right? Ibrahim, the human brain really incredible, isn't it? He remembered all the names and all the numbers that he saw. Just he look at the list of the number and the names, and he has a photographic memory, so he remember all the names and all the numbers. So Ibrahim finally says the human brain is really incredible. What's the meaning of incredible?
Amazing, astonishing, surprising, wonderful, fantastic.
Yes, it's fantastic, amazing, isn't it? تمام. I want a student to make the conversation with me. I have got a very good memory for some things. For example, I am good at remembering names. This is very useful for me because I'm a teacher and I often need to remember students' names. So if I had 40 students in a new class tomorrow, I'd know all their names by the end of my second lesson with them.
You're very clever. How do you do that?
It's quite easy. I ask each student to say their names while I look at them. I repeat the name, then I close my eyes and say the names 3 times to myself. After this, I go around the class and say all the names aloud. The students are very surprised if I get their names right. What about you, Ali?
Well, I have a photographic memory for numbers. So if I looked at a list of people's telephone numbers, I could repeat them to you a few minutes later.
That must be very useful. How do you do that?
I don't know. I have always found it very easy.
Can I test you?
All right. If you show me a list of 10 names and 4 numbers, I will look at them and immediately say them back to you.
Okay.
Thanks. Now, type the numbers and bring out the names on the list.
Okay. What about Azza's number?
Azza's number is 0856.
And finally, Nadia?
I know that number too. Her number is 07529643861. Am I right?
Yes, the human brain is really incredible, isn't it? Okay, thank you. Thank you.